Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make money by using the player-owned farm. And before I get into the specifics, I just wanted to say that making money from the player-owned farm is an excellent passive money maker. You actually make up to 1.5 mil per day, and that's for simply taking about 5 minutes to check your player-owned farm once or twice per day. And in this guide, I will be going into depth to explain how you can maximize your profit, and I will also go over the profit that you'll be able to make at lower farming levels, as you need 92 farming as well as some other requirements to actually maximize your profit from the player-owned farm. Anyway, let's get into the video. So starting off with the basics, we will be making money from the player-owned farm by breeding animals and then later on selling them to other players. So I will first start off with how you can maximize your profit, which will require at least 92 farming, and you also need every animal pen unlocked and built, as well as 3 upgrades in the farming market that allow animals to breed in their animal pens. And these upgrades, they are really important. They do cost quite a bit. I believe the small pen, to allow animals to breed in small pens, it costs 1k. For medium pens, it's 3k. And then for the large pens, it is 7,000 beans. So, just save up 11,000 and get this. This should be your second most important thing after just unlocking all of the animal pens. So now, once you've purchased all of these upgrades, you will want to go ahead and get your dragons in. So you want 1 male and 1 female dragon in your animal pen. And you will want at least an adolescent, although if you do put an egg in, then it will grow, to adolescent, elder eventually. And you get a bit of farming XP for that, so if you want some farming XP, you can do that, although it will take longer. So if you do want it to be instant, just put in an adolescent or an adult dragon. So you will want dragons in your 2 large pens and also in your breeding pen. And the breeding pen is pretty important because you can actually get 2 dragons from the breeding pen, which makes it much better. Now there is this collector here, Celia, and she is really useful, and it only works with the breeding pen. So she actually collects the animals once the breeding pen is full. She will collect the extra animals that you get, and they return them into unchecked dragons. So that is pretty nice. You can sell the unchecked animals straight on the Grand Exchange, which makes it much easier when selling because if not, then you will have to actually go ahead and try and find someone to sell either on the forum or on World 2 at the player-owned farm. Anyway, next you'll want to put zygomites in both of your medium pens. So again, 1 male, 1 female. And here I have, they're all elders, so I'll put 1 elder zygomite, 1 male elder, 1 female elder. And then they should be able to breed fairly quickly. And so the table that you see on the screen has a lot of information on it. So as you can see, for the zygomites, the average time to breed takes 13 hours. And for the dragons, which we went over earlier, is 22 hours. And this is an average, it does vary. So, it could actually get it a little bit sooner, a little bit later. But the averages are there. And then the farming levels required are also listed, type of animal pen that they can go in. And then I also listed the approximate selling price. And so I pretty much just looked on the forums. I went on World 2 and just checked to see what people were actually selling these animals for. So that is kind of the range that I found that most people were selling their animals for. So as you can see, Dragon is obviously the best at 200 to 300k. But anyway, we'll get on to maxing the farm. In the small pens, you would want your chinchompas. So again, 1 male, 1 female in both of them. And you should have the unlock perk that I talked about earlier that allows them to breed in these pens. So you'll need that for the small, medium, and large pens for this method to be, really effective. And the thing about chinchompas are they do only take 4 hours and 42 minutes on average to breed, so you could check these a little bit more often. However, in small pens they can hold 6 animals, so you have those 4 extra spots. So do the 5 hours times 4, it's about 20 hours. So if you have your player on farm set up like mine, having the dragons, zygomites, and chinchompas, you should be good checking your farm every 24 hours. The zygomites will take a little bit longer than 24 hours, so right around 24 hours, 26 hours, and you should be pretty good, meaning that your farms shouldn't fill up, and that is really the key about this. You just don't want your farms to fill up. You always want to remove enough animals so that your farm could continue breeding, and that is really the main thing about this method. And if you're someone who really doesn't play RuneScape much at all, buying Celia, the breeding pen collector, she really does help with this. I know I didn't play RuneScape for probably a week, or didn't check my player on farm for a week, and then when I came on, I checked Celia, and she had 4 unchecked dragons for me, which is about 1 mil profit, so it's pretty good for not even playing the game at all. So if you are looking at really not playing at all, a really passive moneymaker, you can do that. I'd buy her anyway, she's pretty cheap, and just in case you mess up and forget to check your farm, at least your breeding pen will continue to be breeding some animals. And she can actually hold up to 30 dragons, meaning your breeding pen should be able to continue breeding for about a month. And then, as I said, these zygomites should be checked every 24 to 26 hours just to make sure that the animal pen isn't full. And the same goes for the chinchompas, it's right around 24 hours. But you can also sell your animals for an even higher price if you allow them to grow to adolescent. Now, this isn't really maximizing your profit, I wouldn't say, but the good part about this method is you actually get some of that farming XP as well. And there's even a farmhand that will remove your animals once they reach adolescent. So for example, the dragons sell for about 200,000 at the egg stage, but you can actually sell the dragons for about 350,000 at the adolescent stage. And this is because that they sell for more beans at adolescent stage, so that is really where you get these prices off of. And another really cool part about the player-owned farms is the fact that you can get shiny animals, and they sell for a lot of extra money. So you can actually make a lot of extra money if you're actually trying to get shiny animals. And so to get shiny animals, you want your animals to have these 3 traits, or at least one of them. So Radiant gives you a plus 2.5% shiny chance, then Glistening plus 1.5% chance, and Sparkling gives you a plus 1% shiny chance. And you can buy some multiple trait boosters at the farmer's market, and this will just give you a higher chance that your animals will actually gain multiple traits. And it is pretty rare to actually get an animal with multiple traits, so having an animal with all 3 of these would be really rare and really expensive if you were to buy or sell it. But that is another thing with player and farm. I am not an expert at it. I haven't really been trying to get shinies. I haven't been looking at the traits much at all. I do know that with the dragons, the traits are a little bit different. You actually need your dragons to have some sort of breath trait, so like frost breath, and there's 2 others. So you will need that if you were trying to get a royal dragon, which is the shiny variant of the dragon. And all shiny animals sell for a lot of money. You know, like an estimate, we'll just say about 2 mil each, maybe a little bit more, depending on the shiny animal. I'm pretty sure the Royal Dragon actually sells for a lot, like about 5 mil, maybe more. I know it's not traded that often, so it might be hard to narrow down the correct price, but shiny animals, they sell for a lot, and if you actually try getting these traits to actually better your chances at getting shiny animals, it would really help. Now, the base percentage, or base chance to get a shiny animal is 1 in 1,000. So these traits really are important if you are looking to get shiny animals. With perfect parents, you can actually have a 10% chance to get a shiny animal, which is really, really great. And it will boost your profit for your player-owned farm by a lot. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys found it helpful and that you'll be able to make some pretty good money using your player-owned farm now. I probably will be working on a full player-owned farm guide, for XP, as well as go over the basics of the money making again. So definitely check that out soon, and hit that subscribe button so you know when my next video has been uploaded. And if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button because it does really help. Anyway guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.